right, welcome to Sports in the Tuesday night edition. We're going to have a great show tonight. These guys are fired up. I'm Jerry Green, along with my good friend, the producer of the show, Big Don from Big Don Production. What's up, my brother?
Everything's great, man. Just going to talk some sports tonight.
All right. We got the legend himself, a Knick man, a diehard Knick man, brother Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. They got my hair falling out. You know what I mean?
And all the way in Jacksonville, Florida, I can say my one and only brother, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
How you doing, bro? How's everybody this evening?
Yes, sir.
We are so blessed.
Good.
We got two in Maryland. I guess little Larry's in Maryland, but Frederick, Maryland, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry? Big Larry.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Give me that box of Kleenex too. And also we got the younger Larry. What's up, Larry?
How you doing? I'm in Florida. Ain't no Maryland. I'm in sunny Florida.
No, and I know where you at. You in Florida too. Okay. And we got our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, Anthony?
Doing good.
All right. And one of the greatest pastors in the world for Barcelona, my man. And I always say we saw Magic Johnson together on his first game. Walter T, what's up, Pastor?
Doing well. How's everyone this evening?
All right.
Yes, sir.
And when this guy's on the show, every moment move, brother Kendall Tyson. What's up,
so
Kendall?
does Wagons. Wagons be moving too, man. You get on one, and all of a sudden you slip and you hurt your knee, man. You know, I don't want to jump on a bandwagon again. I'm going back to San Antonio.
All right, we're going to start the show.
I've been giving you every opportunity.
I know. I'm staying in San Antonio.
Stay there.
Hey, listen, I got a box of Kleenex here, right? Tissue. So anybody start crying about the referees and about the Knicks and all that, what happened last night, well, I'm gonna come to the screen and give you all tissue. No crying and nothing. Knicks is up 2-0, right? And they lost one game. I don't want no crying now that they lost one game. So I'm letting you know up front. You start crying, I'm gonna start the box. All right, Don. All right, Larry, what you got for me, Big Larry?
We're gonna start with the New York Knicks because I think Wemby is getting a little bit out of control. You know, first time he threw an elbow, no fine, no nothing. I think that's stuck in his spirit. You know, now he think he can just get away with some stuff. So, do you think Wemby taking a little bit too far? Starting with you, Larry.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like if you got a kid, they just do what they want and they don't get their behind whooped. They're gonna continue to do it. The more they get away with it, the more they're gonna do it. They get bolder. They know that everybody love me, everybody want me to be the face of the league, so I can do what I want. The same way how certain players can get away with walks and traveling and doing whatever they want to do, and he know it, and he playing into it. Absolutely.
Pastor, what do you think?
What, Pastor?
No, he's getting roughed up. He's just fighting back. No, I'm good with it.
Oh, okay. You think he's just fighting back?
Yeah, but they banging him around, throwing him down. Nah, he's good. Just say I ain't gonna be bullied like that. Listen, I went to Hill House. You got to fight back, or you take the money every day.
Okay, Bruce, what you think in the studio?
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that he fight back, but only thing I suggest, if you're gonna let him do it, let him do it. Don't call tacky fouls.
They all doing it
on one, and then let them. I mean, if you're gonna let it be a physical game, let it be physical on both sides. But I will say this: the Knicks still up 2-1.
That's right.
Okay, Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the finals. It's going to be physical. They didn't lose last night because of the physicalness. They lost because they got out of their game plan. You had unfortunately Brunson going back to his old ways and not setting up. They'll bounce. I'm confident they'll bounce back. And also we got to give the Spurs credit because look. They were playing for their season last night, and it showed. It showed right from the first possessions when they went out there and got the big lead. And you give the Knicks credit. Of course, you knew they were going to come back, and you knew that they would play well. But End of the day, you wish the refereeing was a little bit more consistent, but end of the day, you still got to play your game, and they didn't play the game last night.
Okay, Henry.
To me, watching the game, when Brunson picked up his fourth foul and OG, Ginobili, wherever the guy OG, to me, I don't know why the coach left him. Both of them was on the bench. I know Brunson was in foul trouble. OG was playing really good, and the Knicks were struggling offensively during that time. I was just wondering why Mike Brown didn't bring him in during that time, because he had a great game. But to me, during that stretch, Cat and the other guys, they didn't really have their game going. The bench guys, can't think of the light skinned guy name, but they didn't have their game going. Their brother was hot last night, but but OG, to me, when Brunson was on there with the fourth foul, he should have came off the bench and should have been playing during that time. Because coach had both of them guys on the bench at the same time, and I think that hurt the Knicks.
Even Kobe rides a hot hand if Derek Fisher's hitting a shot. Michael Jordan rides a hot hand if John Paxson's hitting a shot. OG Anunoby was probably the best player on the team, not named Wembanyama, and Dylan Harper and Castle. But the Knicks went right back to how they were playing with, ball control, Jalen Brunson. I'm like, oh my God, this is Knicks in April. This was not the Knicks that we have seen. And once again, like you said, that decision that he made when Jalen Brunson had gotten hurt, or not hurt, but fourth foul, then, OG, you go to the hot hand. And I agree with Pastor Teague. He's fighting back, man. They've been jacking him up since he's been in the league, man. And now he's fighting back. It is what it is.
Right down.
Okay, y'all. I just want to point out that Larry been a Wemby hater ever since OK. So ever since then, he's been hard on Wemby. His question was like Wemby should be kicked out of the game for that little push down. Listen, Wemby be getting beat up, and I don't know. Put your glasses on because you sure been missing it. It's all right to Powell be wrapping him up and pushing him and keeping him from going inside. Oh, that's fine. But the minute
I'm talking about cheap shots. I'm throwing somebody to the ground is a cheap shot.
Cheap shots been going on all series. Last series, this series, cheap shots has been going on. But you've been missing those. You just missed the ones that Wemby do. Because you're a Wemby hater. I'm going to point out you're a Wemby hater. The man is playing ball. He's 22 years old. He's the smallest thing out there, and they think they can bully him. But somebody could told Wemby to fight back, like they told Pastor Teague to fight back. You know?
Gotta fight back, man. They take your lunch money, bro. You tell me. But listen,
and when
that was a foul. They took off the foul.
See how that go.
Yeah, it was a foul.
Yeah, but you forgot that Wemby just spent the summer with the monks. They ain't taking his head off.
But Larry, if I can say something, I think that might have been San Antonio's strategy too, to let Brunson, get on everybody else, get on Cat, get on Jalen Hart and all them guys, try to slow them down and let Brunson play that because they know how Brunson is. I think that was part of the San Antonio strategy. To get them to convert back, try to slow Cat down. If they can stop Cat, because Cat was the one that was really running the offense when they beat Atlanta, Philly, and Cleveland. So their thing is slow Cat down, slow the other guys down, and let them go. Let Brunson try to win the game. Because they know that's his mentality. Brunson will try that. He will try it again when they play tomorrow night if they go back to that same strategy. Because you got to get everybody involved. And they know Brunson won't do that. I think that was their strategy from the beginning. That's my opinion on that.
Was the question about Wemby playing dirty or about why the Knicks lost?
Right, exactly. Yeah, they jumped up. The question was Wemby doing dirty, and everybody done did the analogy of the game now. But it's supposed to be was Wemby playing dirty. That was the question.
Wemby never played dirty. One little play. That's not playing dirty. He got knocked down too. Wemby answered that question. No, the Knicks just lost. The Knicks should have lost all 3 games, to be honest. They should have lost all 3 games, but they won the first 2. They was up
That's
by
true.
14 points. Antonio,
No, but that
they
is
won.
true.
No, San Antonio's up by
Oh, no, that's
14 points.
They could have easily been down.
That don't
Yeah, I
matter.
know. But that's what you said. Could have. They didn't.
No, but
They
I
could have though.
understand what I'm saying.
No,
The Spurs.
I'm agreeing with you, Jerry.
Don't worry about Wemby played dirty because it was the same play in the game in San Antonio. When the Knicks lost, and the Knicks could have lost all 3 games, to be honest. But they up 2-1. I'll give it to them. So don't say because the Spurs won game 3 in the Garden, then all of a sudden now the referees and now Wemby's playing dirty. No, the Knicks took a beat. That's all.
We wasn't saying one had to do with the
Right.
other. He was
Right.
just addressing the situation about Wemby playing dirty.
Right.
Answer the question.
That was the question.
A whole lot of things should have happened. Adam should have ate that piece of fruit out that tree.
Hey, it was a dirty play, but it wasn't a play like you guys making it sound. But the guy should be
It was
suspended.
a foul. Right. He should have been called for the foul. No doubt.
You guys-
No doubt.
Because you went
Yeah,
with it.
that's the flagrant foul. He hit him in the net. I agree.
Right.
That was the question.
We all saw it.
Okay,
We all saw it.
and that's the same Wemby against the Minnesota series when he elbowed John Reed and he got kicked out the game. Okay, that's the
And
same
Yeah, he
Yeah,
should have
for
been
real.
suspended, but he didn't because that's the face of the league.
but he got kicked out the game. I'll give y'all that. He got kicked out the game. He get tired of people being bullied like him though. They'll be hitting him too. So.
Right.
That's the part y'all ain't seeing. Y'all don't see when women get beat up.
He hit
Y'all
him
don't
too.
see that. I ain't heard one time Larry talk
Oh,
about
no.
women getting
OG.
No.
from OK series to this one. Larry ain't never said women got beat up. And we all know
Wemby
women
did get beat up. I ain't gonna put that lie out there. Hartenstein did beat him up. They was wrestling. But this game, the game 3, the Spurs got more physical than the New York Knicks. I
So
seen
what?
Harper go over people, slam on people. I mean,
So what?
it was like
They
there was
needed
better
to-
athletes
They
out
needed
there.
to win this game. Larry, they needed
Nah.
to win this game. They needed to. This the
Yeah, they
ref
had to
job.
win. This was desperate.
I shouldn't sit back there and make the decision. It's the ref job before. And the refs been doing a lousy job. OKC, to Atlanta, to Cleveland, the refs always been doing a lousy job. So I'm not gonna say, so they were over physical that they should be punished. No, they did what they had to do to win, and the Knicks would do the same if they get a chance.
I'm not saying that. I said the athletes was getting over the New York athletes, like slamming on them when it was down low, when he was going up and Knicks couldn't stop him. Like Harper a couple times and Castle when they go up. You know, they just got some really good athletes, you know. And New York,
Yeah, I see
last
OG
night, New
block.
York couldn't match it.
I see OG block Harper shot twice. OG blocked his shot
OG's the
twice.
only one, though.
I mean, I think the key to that game was, everybody already said it. We just asked about the physical, was Brunson. Brunson was like, "This is my team. Cat's about to be the MVP. I'm the MVP." That's what lost the game.
You think so?
That's what lost the
What it
Yeah.
looked like to me,
Yeah.
that
So,
13
yeah, I think so.
He didn't play like that, none of them 13 games. And you notice
Nope.
the last couple of games, you start seeing people talk about that looking like he'll get the MVP. Now all of a sudden, Brunson goes back to what he was doing before. I mean,
They were talking to
Well,
Cat after that.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
everybody
But Cat,
was
I think Cat only took he only had, 11 shots?
But you can't get
Brunson
the
had
ball.
about 30.
You can't
He
get the
had
ball.
30.
So Bronson
But
Right.
they
He
was
didn't give him the ball.
poking Brunson,
Exactly.
though. They was poking Brunson to do that, though. That's why they kept hitting them. They poked him like you poked a bear, you know?
So Larry, if the Knicks win, I mean, I know the series is nowhere, not even close to being over right now. Who's going to be the MVP if the series is over right now?
a long way to go.
I know, that's it.
I
But
mean,
that was a question somebody asked. I just grabbed it.
yeah, it's a long way to go, but right now,
It's a long way to go
2-1.
now.
I mean, you can pick one. You want to pick one from if the Knicks win or if San Antonio win. You gonna pick one for both, or just the Knicks? If the Knicks
The Knicks win. Well, I'll put it like this here. When the Knicks won the 2 games in San Antonio, all I've been hearing a Knicks sweep. I've been hearing this the Knicks going to sweep them. Okay, now I've been hearing that. Oh man, the Knicks sweep. Knicks,
Nah, ain't no
all on
different-
social
ain't no
media.
different tune. I mean, nobody. I mean, if you want to really be honest, nobody really expected Knicks to sweep these guys. Come on, I mean, people be talking.
We said Knicks 3.
Right, and they got to play. I said 3, and they have to play 4 games.
I got you.
So that means that 3 that I said don't mean nothing.
Right.
Because everybody know you got to play at least 4 games. But I'm saying if you want to be real,
We all said when we came back Tuesday it was going to be 2-1, and it's 2-1. Well, most of us said that.
Yeah, nobody. Only.
It doesn't matter. This is what we thought.
I said it come back to me. I said
We said 2-1
Right.
because
We didn't pull you out, Larry. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus, bro.
I've been under the bus.
We said 2-1 because game 2 was
Yeah.
in San Antonio. All right, and we didn't expect the Knicks to win game 2. That's why we said 2-1. Okay, yeah, but we expect the Knicks to win game 3. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
why we said 2-1.
yeah, but like somebody else was saying, once the Knicks won 2 in San Antonio, the Spurs was fighting for their life in New York. And like you said, they did what they had to do. If the ref don't call it, if the ref don't call it, just the final. You scratch, bite, you do anything to win.
That's right.
Especially when you're down 2-0.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they want life support.
Every question real quick.
They were playing for the season last night.
I had to give it to Bronson because when them boys was behind, Bronson, when they needed the big shot, Bronson still came up and was the man in my book. I would give it to Bronson right now.
Yeah.
What about Cat holding Wemby though? Cat was holding Wemby.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you ask me, I'm going with Bronson. That's all I'm saying. That was the question.
No, but every game when they was up, every game they had a different person that was showing up. One game was Anunoby. Cat one game where he had 20 and something like 14 rebounds. You know what I mean? He was holding Wemby. You got to look at all that.
I'm just going
And
by
then
the last
Bronson-
2 games when looked like you guys was really in trouble. Bronson made some big shots.
He showed
And
who
that's
he
what he
was.
do. And that's all I'm looking at. I
Yeah,
ain't
but
looking
I'm
at the
saying-
previous game and all of that.
No, but I'm saying you got to do that. You got to do that all game. He did his thing the last 2 or 3 minutes. But what about the first 30 minutes?
The other guys
look
are
at
in
it.
it.
All right, then. So I'm saying you can't just look at the last 3 minutes and say he deserves
Brunson
MVP.
took 30 shots, though. He took 30 shots,
Yes. Yesterday. Yeah.
And that's a lot of shooting.
I think right now the MVP is Cat. The MVP right now is Cat because he's neutralizing Wemby. He's played him head up. He's giving them that advantage what the other big men couldn't do because Wemby got to go out and play him in the corner because he can shoot. So right now he's the MVP.
Game 2 and game 1, Cat was going right around Wemby, going right to the basket. But anyway,
So I said right now Cat will be the MVP.
Yeah, but let me say this before you switch over. I blame a lot of this on the coach because, like somebody was saying earlier about Anunoby. Anunoby was going by them guys, slamming it anytime he wanted. And why would you go away from that? You know what I mean? Brunson had no business taking 30 shots. You know what I mean? Especially when you had 2 guys that was hitting you. You know what I mean? He had no business doing that.
all right.
That ain't how you got there.
That makes sense. All right, Larry, what else you got, bro? Let Bishop say something. Come on, Bishop. Talk about your Knicks.
I know. We did say 2-1. Well, we expected them to win game 3. We just got a little shock or minor surprise. Josh Hart did what he could do last night, and I was happy for him. I kind of expected the Spurs to win last night because I'm not expecting them to be down 3-0. So here we are. Bottom line, Knicks have to win game 4 if they want to get it back. I'm still saying Knicks in 6, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. And Cat's holding Wemby. He isn't holding him down, but he's keeping him sort of kind of in check. Somebody has got to figure out Stephon Castle. They got to figure out Castle, and then they got to figure out what's his name, Darren. You know what I'm talking about.
Dylan Harper.
Those 2 they got to figure.
Harper.
Yeah, no. Harper is the question mark still. But is it Darren Harper? Whatever his name is.
Dylan Harper.
2 guards. They got.
Yeah, Fox, he was playing really good.
He only had 12 points, man. He only had 12 points yesterday.
It's not the point. Dylan Harper. when he defensively he was a menace, and offensively he kind of kept them on their toes. Castle just went to the hole when he felt like it, and we
Yes.
can't have that. Harper coming in, and then the backup center. This guy was playing like he might be well, he wasn't playing that great last night, but he's playing good enough to where, and they were playing what I call mini bully ball last night. I didn't know either the NBA told the refs let a few things go. I don't know what happened, man, but how you gonna throw players on the ground and then you look at one of the Spurs and the whistle blows? What is that? I'm sorry. That's just what I thought.
Here, you got that tissue box?
I don't.
But to answer the question before you go on,
Hey. Now, hold on before you answer, Ken. I don't need a tissue box. You see, we're conditioned to the point where we had one in 50 years, so we don't need a tissue box. Okay, shrug our shoulders and keep walking.
Pastor said that.
I'm just sorry. I mean, call it even. That's all I'm saying. Just call it even. Them referees made some bad calls last night.
They haven't been making it throughout the whole series, huh? Only last night.
Tell me.
But Bishop went out. Hey Don, listen to this. Hey Don, I said, now this proved last night that God has no respect to person, because I was saying God is voting for the Knicks because everything they was throwing up was going in. But he answered the prayers for Castle last night. So I said God has no respect to person.
Larry, well, what else you got? I know. All right, what else you got for me, Larry? Got anything else?
Got some football now, Larry.
You want to give the Knicks? I want to ask a question. What the Knicks need to do to win the series? What got to change?
I want to answer the question that I didn't answer last, and the MVP should be Karl Anthony Towns, although they'll probably, if the Knicks win, Jalen Brunson will win the MVP for the Knicks because of his prior contributions, and plus he had a fourth quarter thing that we go for the drama, so to speak, and what the Knicks need to do is go back to doing what they did for 13 games.
Right.
The way they played was like, oh my God, it's the Knicks in March. I mean, that 13-game streak.
Come out faster? That's the big
problem.
Well,
no, they just need They just need to do what they were doing during that 13-game stretch. Bring the ball down. I mean, Karl Anthony was not bringing that ball down. Jalen had that ball.
In the first two games, didn't they?
Yeah,
they didn't play that way. What we saying
the Knicks was up by 20-some points against Cleveland, 20-some points against Philly, 20-some points against Atlanta. They were blowing them teams out.
Forget them.
They were blowing them out. I'm just saying. You don't say going back the way.
Yeah, but listen.
They're playing a better team now. They're playing a better team now, Bruce. Go ahead.
Listen. Who they play the first two games?
San Antonio. And they really won. Go ahead.
They played the way they played last night. That's all they're saying. Don't change up.
That's it.
Don't change up to what you was doing.
It was not the same game.
It wasn't the same game. That's all they're saying. It ain't got nothing to do with who was softer or none of that. They played San Antonio the same way they got 13 wins in a row. And this last game, they didn't play that way. They went back to Brunson ball. If they stick with Brunson ball, they'll win another game.
They went to Brunson ball in the game one.
What made Sugar Ray Leonard go toe-to-toe with Durant? The dumbest thing. Second game, second fight, he went back to what made his money.
Brunson win game one.
You ain't gonna let nobody else talk.
I'm asking a question.
Let me answer it.
Answer.
3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Brunson got left, and it could have been Anunoby. Whoever could have them last 3 minutes, you're supposed to give them the ball.
Yeah.
That's where the game goes.
Yeah.
That the whole 40 minutes. The last 3 minutes, if one man is on fire, you're supposed to make his arm fall off.
Let me ask y'all this. You think when Wembanyama went down on his neck and threw his game off? Larry,
they were playing some tight deal.
Threw his game off.
He was trying too hard. He was dribbling all around in circles. He was trying too hard.
All right, then let Anthony guys go ahead and say something, bro. I don't want me and Bruce to be going. Go ahead.
You make him? I'm gonna have an afro now. I'm gonna have an afro when I leave.
Brunson ball. Brunson one game one for y'all. Go ahead, Henry. Say something.
Yeah, but I don't know what the question was as far as
what do the Knicks need to do?
Larry asked, what do the Knicks have to do to win the series?
Okay, Well, the Knicks definitely got to go back to what got them there. But the whole thing, though, San Antonio, their guards are really good, man. Harper
And they're big.
And Caps, them two brothers are really good. They're playing good defense. So San Antonio, they beat the champs. So this is a big challenge. I did pick the Knicks to win in 6, but the Knicks going to have to go back. It's going to be a big challenge.
Oh yeah.
I still think the Knicks are going to win in 6. I mean, they're up 2-1. I mean,
Yep.
if they win the next game 3-1, that's a stringer hole. So the Knicks,
Yep.
I'm still picking the Knicks to win it. But I think that here's the thing that Jerry was talking about, and I agree with him. I was thinking about it over the weekend, Jerry, after that game. Remember when Kareem said we played well enough to win 5 when we only won 3? This is what the Spurs could be up 3-0. You know, they could be. They're not, but they could be. They played well enough. So that's why when they was going to New York, I said, if I was their coach, they're down 0-2, I would say, you know what? We could have won both of those games. So I know that they could win. But I still think the Knicks will win the title. I think with them being now 0-2, if this was, you know, if they were up 2-0 and then won that game, I would say something else. But I think the Knicks are still winning. But they got to go back to what got them there. Let Cat facilitate. And because they're trying to wear Brunson out. Castle said that last night. He said, what are you trying to do? He said, we're trying to tire him out. You got Castle 6'5", Harper 6'6", Champagny 6'5", and they're bumping him. They're making him work, you know, bring that ball up court. So if you let Cat bring it up, you let Brunson flow, which is what they were doing the other 13 games.
All right. But Kendall, you want to say something on that?
Yeah, well, that's I was agreeing. I'm totally agreeing with the pastor. It made no sense for the Knicks to deviate from what they were doing. I was trying to give the example of how we have these two welterweight middleweights that were really great. Sugar Ray Leonard gets in there with Roberto Duran, and he fights differently from the way he's been fighting his whole time. Then the next time he just takes him right out. The Knicks need to go right back to that playbook that they have for that 13 games because it was not in effect. And they'll be a pretty formidable team. They let San Antonio in. But San Antonio being a young team, they can get into their head. San Antonio is probably man for man much more talented. And Jalen Brunson is a closer, like Mariano Rivera. If all things are going wrong, if it's the fourth quarter, I'm giving it to you. This has been your MO. But during the rest of the game, let everybody get a feel for it. What was Bridges doing up until then? Shooting at 55, 60%. Anunoby's been consistent. Cat was distributing. Hart, how many shots did Hart have? He had 20 points the last game and what? Maybe 3 this game? I mean, they went away. They went to New York, started feeling it, and say, you know what, man? I'm just gonna go back to, you know, what we did to not get here. That's exactly what we're seeing.
What happened, brother?
Yep.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really add much more to that. They have to, go back to what they did games 1 and game 2. But most importantly, they got to step it up defensively, because the biggest thing last night that San Antonio did was they took it another notch defensively with the physical play, and you saw how they weren't really going to the basket like they did. The thing that surprised me the most about game 2 was that last play. They were up. The Knicks were only up by 1. The thing that shocked me the most is that Wemby didn't go inside. He settled for the jumper instead of going inside. I would have gone inside and went for the foul. And you know how great of a foul shooter he is. Yeah. But yeah, look at this. Put it this way: both teams have sort of deviated from what they got to get there. Now we'll see what happens. I think the Knicks come back and win and go up 3-1, and then all the pressure is on San Antonio.
All right, who did I miss? Go ahead,
Larry.
Go ahead, little Larry.
Go ahead. Something happened with my connection. What the question was?
Question was, what does the Knicks have to do in order to win this series?
Oh, we got to get back to playing the type of basketball that got us here. Like we got out our game last night.
The offense had become stagnant and complacent. Brunson going one-on-one. When Karl Anthony Towns was facilitating, everybody was getting involved. Last night, Mikal Bridges only had 2 points. He wasn't getting no shots, and he been killing. But that's what happened when you got one man pounding the ball. I agree with what they said earlier about, I think in the back of Jalen Brunson's head a little bit, he was thinking like if we win this, I gotta get the MVP, so I gotta do more. And he was doing too much. They got away from their game. And what happens when people not getting touches and they not getting involved in the offense, now sacrificing the defense. Yep. You could tell they wasn't rebounding how they normally. They wasn't playing defense as hard as they've been playing. They was letting San Antonio get to the rack with ease. Like, we got out of our game. And people start becoming selfish. And Anunoby was 9 for 13, 28 points. There's no reason why he shouldn't have got the ball more. He was killing last night. He the only one that showed up to play.
All right, go ahead.
Hart played well.
Taking 25 shots.
Real good.
Hart.
I said Josh Hart.
Always listen. One thing about Josh Hart, he don't care what nobody else do. He gonna put his head down and he gonna get his points. He gonna get his shots. He might not make them, but he took 10 shots last night. He had 10 points. He had a good game, but that's what Josh Hart do. But he's not a go-to scorer.
Right,
Josh Hart does it the dirty way.
No.
Let me go down and I go with Bruce. Go ahead, Don.
Well, I ain't gonna add that much to what they're saying. Everything they're saying is right. You got to go back to that old game.
And I'm gonna go ahead, Bruce. No, the question going to be now. What does the Spurs got to do to get back in this series? Let me start with you, Andy. What do the Spurs got to do? We talk about the Knicks now. What do the Spurs got to do?
Well, the Spurs got to keep doing what they did last night, being aggressive. Because their guards, Harper and Castle, them boys are big, they strong, and if they keep taking on the inside like they're doing and playing the defense that they played, because all the other 2 games were really close. So they just got to keep, they brought more intensity last night, so that's what they got to keep doing.
All right, go ahead, Larry. Big Larry. What the Spurs got to do now, Larry?
What the Spurs got to do to get back in it?
Yeah.
They got to continue to pay the refs, and they got to bring them nuns back out.
Where that tissue box at? Larry, here you go. We talk about the Knicks, we ain't about the refs. We talk about the Spurs.
Now you asked what they got to do to get back in it. I'm telling you, that's the answer. I ain't crying. That's what they got to do. We don't cry about the refs. We play. We gonna beat San Antonio, the refs, the nuns, Donald Trump, anybody else who step on that court.
Well, Trump with you guys now. Don't get that mixed up.
Nah, he ain't with us. First of all, Trump, hold up. First of all, Trump don't even like basketball. For 2, he don't even like us. He the same one that said the NBA players need to shut up and dribble. And if you watch the game, he was up there asleep.
I know.
He was there for publicity. He was there because he knew all eyes was gonna be on that game, and he wanted people to be seen. He don't like basketball. He wasn't rooting for us. Don't bring that negativity over here.
All right, let me go
The
past
devil is a lie.
He was there for Dolan. That's why he was there for the owner. But anyway, yes, they got to. I think they got to do just what they've been doing. But you know what? The crazy thing is that same shot that Fox hit last night. That was a big shot at the foul line. That's the same shot he passed up and gave to Wemby in game 2. He should have shot that. Yeah. You know, that's the same shot he hit last night. That shot he had in game 2. He had the ball. He passed it to Wemby. He should have took that shot. But they got to keep doing what they're doing. You know, I think they're playing. They finally got the groove. Wemby was driving the ball to the hole last night. You know, he started off driving. That's what they got to do because they can get him in foul trouble. The thing is, they got to just keep playing consistent. And, you know, he put Calvin Johnson in the fourth quarter last night. Stayed with the big body. You know, the 6 men of the year. He haven't been playing in the fourth quarter. So I still think they need to win in 6, but I think Spurs, they're back in it now. I'm glad. I didn't want to see a sweep, so I was happy they won.
Well, go ahead, Anthony. What do you think the Spurs got to do to get back into the series, man?
Go to the hole. Plain and simple. Go to the hole. That's because the thing
But
when
did
you
you
keep.
pick the Spurs? Did you pick the Spurs at the beginning to win the series? Did you pick the Spurs to win?
I went with my heart and said Knicks in 7, but I think if San Antonio's going to win, they're going to have to go to the hole. I think if they're going to win, they're going to have to attack. They're going to have to attack them, especially on the guard play, because I think Brunson's a little bit more hurt than people are saying because of I think it's been accumulation of what's been going on. But we'll see.
Anthony.
No, I'm not. No, it's not about crying. I'm just saying. The accumulation.
He took 30 shots. He wasn't feeling that bad.
I'm just saying. I think he's hurt more than I think he is hurt more than he's given credit.
So he was a little bit more hurt than what people think.
I do. I think he is. And to be honest, if you want, and if we're talking about MVPs, to me, the most consistent player has been OG on both sides.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Kendall. What the Spurs
well, listen, the Spurs have to grow up. I mean, they're tough. Like you said, go to the hole. No one can stop Sam Cassell. I'm calling him Sam Cassell for Houston, but Castle. No one can stop Dylan Harper. I mean, you know, we got Darren Fox. He's a good player, great player. That 3-guard lineup caused him a little problems, which is okay because you know you're starting Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, so that's going to work out. But the Spurs, if they go to the hoop consistently, Knicks have a problem. Consistent.
Me. The biggest thing is they play psychology with Brunson, okay? They got inside Brunson's head, okay? What Brunson need to do, okay? Because all the attention is focused on Brunson. They want to knock him out of his game. They want him to cause as much hurt as possible. He should turn it over to Cat. Come down there, let Cat distribute the ball, okay? Because all Cat's for them doing is hounding him. Now, if he get out the way and let Cat run the offense, it'll come out much better. Because that's what they're trying to do is get inside Brunson's head.
What does the Spurs got to do that?
So you hate Wembanyama. There you go. I know everybody you hate Wembanyama.
No, the Spurs is in Brunson's head right now. They inside Brunson's head right now, and they cause Brunson to go back to his old ways. You know, you mess with somebody enough, they lose their concentration. You know, you get him frustrated, and he's going, and they're sending Brunson back to what he thinks that works, and it doesn't.
All right, go ahead, Bruce.
And that's what they're doing. And if they keep doing that and let Brunson don't let him get out of his head, they're gonna lose.
All right, go ahead, Bruce. What the Spurs got to do to get back into this series?
Yeah, I don't think they need to change a thing because, I agree with what you said earlier about it could have been 3-0 Spurs. You know, Spurs caught a couple of bad breaks, and you know that shot that Wemby took, Fox gave it up, but Wemby had been making it all game. I think what Wemby did, he thought Fox was taking it and threw Wemby off a little bit.
Okay.
When he threw it to him, and he rushed it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For game 2.
Yeah, but I don't think they need to change anything because, like you said, they could have been up 3-0. So why would you change? Let's keep playing.
I said the same thing. We said
keep playing and play the way you play.
But then I said that they should have been able to keep up 3-0.
That's what I said.
I have to disagree with you guys a little bit. I think Wembanyama need to go inside a little more. When he started out game 3 inside like that, and after a while, later on in the game, he'd be shooting outside again, won't really go down low. I think they could do a lot better if they use Wembanyama inside. We're going to go to a commercial real fast.
Yeah,
Big Gun Production proudly presents the Jerry. Big Gun Production proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Live Television Showcase, a night of faith, music, and inspiration. Special guest Reverend Hayward Anderson. All this going on Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are $20. Call 203-875-0520. Also on this program will be none other than the Heavenly Stars, Rose Boy, Boyd, Pastor Ronald Birch, Transparent, Bozzy Lee, DC Smallwood, Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hampton, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are only $20. You can send your cash out to $84 Plymouth, $84 Plymouth. Call 203-875-0520. And this is an event you don't want to miss.
So, Walt,
Yep.
I wanted to ask
Yes.
you, now, because you talked about how the coach be coaching the scene. Do you think that the coach is afraid to say anything to Wemby Young about going inside, and he should change his game up a little bit? It seems like the coach should say something to Wemby. He just let him do whatever he wants to do. Am I wrong?
No, but I think he did change it up because they started it up. Wemby started off game 3 with 2 slams right at the basket.
It was 3 slams.
So I think that was 3. Yeah, so I think they did tell him, to go inside because once he go inside, then I think he felt more comfortable shooting the jumper at the end because he actually hit a couple of threes in that game. But don't forget, if Castle don't hit that last minute 3, they right in it. That 3 changed the game from game 3.
Oh, can I add something to that as well? What I want to say, I just think if the Spurs get their confidence, remember they're a young team, first time in the finals, all these guys are under 20, about 20-some years old, 22 years old, the Stars. I think if they get their confidence, because now they got the monkey off their back. They won the first game in the finals in the Garden. If they win game 4, you're going to see a different Spurs team. I'm not saying the Knicks won't win, but if the Spurs can pull off a win game 4 and get their confidence going back to game 5 in San Antonio, you're going to see a different Spurs team.
And you know what, Jerry? There was a time.
I think they was a little nervous in game 1 and 2.
No, they just scored a couple of bad breaks.
Okay. Go ahead, Kendall. You want to say something?
And what's old is new again. I remember when this player came from the New Jersey Nets wearing the number 32, go to Philadelphia playing the number 6. Man, they had a good team. They had Jordan Jaginis. They had this dude named Carwell Jones bringing the ball down, 7-footer, bringing the ball down. They went up against this team called the Portland Trailblazers. Who the heck is Lionel Hollins? And guess what happened? They were up 2-0 and then changed the way they played and lost 4 in a row. The Portland Trailblazers. I pray that the Knicks look at that tape because at that time, Carwell Jones was a 7-footer bringing the ball down court. He had these 2 wings. He had George McGinnis and he had Dr. J. He had what's his name? Oh my God, Steve Mix. I remember the whole team. And then I just remember all of a sudden they go up 2-0. They're gonna win. Changed the whole game. World B. Free was shooting crazy. It was just different. I've seen this story before. They just need to go right back to what they were doing for 2 more games, and it's a wrap. If
It's
not,
a different story.
well, we'll see. Like I say, I watched it last night.
The other thing that's been going on, especially with this series, we've been talking about it from day one. Road teams coming in and getting big wins. Now, so far, home team hasn't won a game yet in this series. So it's holding true for this series, especially because we've seen a whole bunch of road games. So, to be honest, this is the first. This game, this is a must win. This is the first must win for the Knicks since they were down 2-1.
Okay. So the pressure is on both sides, but it's more on the
I think it's on the Knicks.
It's not.
No, the Spurs they lose without 3-1.
You're right.
So in the Knicks the Knicks have a really stranglehold on the series.
Yeah.
Then, but if the Spurs win in the Garden, they went 2 in the Garden. You go the momentum.
They get home advantage again.
For whatever the home field advantage is worth, because again, if the Spurs win Wednesday night, then what's been happening the whole playoffs is still playing out where the road teams are going in and getting huge wins.
But you don't want to go to San Antonio or Boston or no place like that in the game 7. You don't want that.
They just beat the champs at game 7 on their home court. OKC.
Didn't they just win a game 7 in OKC?
Yeah. OKC.
But who beat
This was
him?
Game 7.
San Antonio. You
I'm
don't,
just
you don't
saying,
want
that's
the you don't want the alien at home.
But the thing is, they've already won 2 games in San Antonio.
Right.
But about it, we never know what Wemby's going to show up.
Sure. But all I'm saying is that the trend of this whole playoff has been road teams going in and winning big games. So, if it does come down to a Game 7 at San Antonio, I would, if you're the Knicks, you shouldn't be like flustered or whatever. Yeah, conventional wisdom says the home team wins, but conventional wisdom has been thrown out this entire playoff because road teams are going in and not just winning, but winning, convincingly.
Okay,
So Wemby took responsibility for that loss.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
He threw the ball away, hit Castle in the back. He wasn't even looking after he got the rebound, and then he fouled Brunson. So he missed the shot. So he took total responsibility. He said that was his fault. He cost them not only that game, but probably cost them the series. So
yeah.
But we'll see tomorrow night. If San Antonio win tomorrow night, then we got a series. Right now,
it comes 2 out of 3.
But we'll see. Because all of them want Wemby that shows up. And Wemby played like he did last night and played like he did against Minnesota and OKC. The Knicks ain't got no answer for the kid. It's up to him. Wemby controls his destiny. And that's why Wemby needs, to me, because Jalen Brunson got his dad. His dad will go to him and say, he should have said it last night. Pass the ball.
Right.
But his dad in his face. Wemby needs somebody like a Kobe Bryant that passed away with that mama mentality to let him know, Wemby, none of these guys on this team can stop you. You're stopping yourself.
Forget Wemby, both of his parents played ball. They played pro. They just didn't play over here.
Yeah, but you're right.
Hey, Kendall, you're the stat guy. Look up Wemby's stats.
Bruce and everybody, let Bruce comment. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, you're right, because see, Wemby's the leader of his own stuff right now.
Right.
He needs somebody to say, look, man, you shooting them jumper, but we need you down low. And that's what a good guard is doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the point guard job. That's like the quarterback in football. To lead that team and say, look, man, you shooting good, but we need you down low. You could be up by 15 instead of 2. You go down low.
Ain't nobody on that team can really stop Wemby.
Even if they throw him all alley hoops, can't nobody stop them. The Knicks won us.
What you guys are saying was, I asked the pastor.
Yeah, right. For going in, but I'm telling, ask Kendall. Look up Wemby's.
Anthony's looking him up.
Yep. Look up his average. I mean, he's
Anthony's
balling.
doing it.
He's saying how bad he's playing, but look up his average.
Last night he shot 11 for 18 for 32 points. That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but look at his whole average for the series.
Yeah, it's like 25 points.
Yeah. What about game 2? What game you talking about?
The whole
No,
series.
He averaged about 30 points.
Yeah, he had a couple of bad breaks, but he's not playing bad. He just scored.
No, he's not playing bad at all.
He's not playing bad at all.
With like 10 rebounds and like 3 blocks. He's averaging. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's not playing bad. But my point is, I don't know if his parents are talking to him or not. But they're the reason why he's where he is today, too.
Wemby should be averaging about 30 points against the Knicks.
Right.
30 because instead of taking all the 3-pointers, he should be down low.
Yeah, but he's making most of them.
Well, he's making some, but I mean,
He's making most
but
of
that's
them.
what the Knicks want to take 3-pointers.
I would. Right, I would.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the Knicks
But
want.
he went down low. He's unstoppable, but they're not using that.
Right.
So I said that at the beginning.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you can go down low, especially in the last game when he was going inside there at the start of the game. Was there nothing they could do?
Nothing.
Even in the first 2 games, when they was fighting at the end, Wemby was going inside more than he wasn't shooting on them. The first 2 games at home.
I think he took too many jumpers, even at home.
Yeah, but he gonna shoot
takes
those. Always shoot
takes
too
2
many.
minutes.
But I'm saying the last 3 or 4
Yeah, game one definitely, Don. I think he only made 2. I think he only made 2 3-pointers in game 1. I think he took 10. He only made 2.
That's a lot for a man his size.
Yeah.
So Andy, what do you think if Wemby get his confidence? Okay,
He got a lot.
I think they got it.
he don't have that Mambo. He's like LeBron in a lot of ways. LeBron's a great player, Michael Kobe. When it comes to with that killer instinct.
No, but I think Wemby got it. He just
young. At 22, he just ain't have it the way we.
That's a small forward in a center frame. That's all.
But he has shown when you talk to him, when you listen to everything, he's shown that he's got the mentality.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He just can't bring it forth yet. He need a little more time. That's all. But he's shown that.
But Don, you see the game too, when they were down big and he was on the sideline and they came right out and made that run. He got it.
He got
Just
it.
the Knicks are bullies. The Knicks ain't gonna go away. They still ain't gonna go away, man.
No,
they're not gonna go away.
But if they stick with Brunson Ball, they won't win another game.
I agree, but I think they'll go back. I think they'll go back. If all of us can see it, I'm sure they can see it.
Right. Well, I have to agree with you because the Knicks. We'll go back to the Knicks again. They was up 2-0, and they won the first 2 games in San Antonio. Even Empire State Building, everything was blue. All right, boom. The Knicks supposed to win. If the Knicks lose this series, this would be worse than '94. Okay, when they lost to Houston.
Oh my God, yeah.
Had to be 2-0.
If they lose this series, it'll be devastating. Yeah.
It'll be devastating. So the Knicks, especially winning the first 2 games in San Antonio.
Yeah, after 53 years.
After 53 years.
Definitely on them to win.
Because I think I'll take the win out of their sail, and they won't be the same team next year if they lose this series.
No,
they
won't.
They're gonna have to make.
No, I agree, man. This is their series to win. This is their year. Especially when in the first 2 in San Antonio, they have a good team that matches up against. It's not gonna be devastating in San Antonio. We thought they're a year away anyway. This reminds me of LeBron when he took Cleveland against the Spurs. Okay, and my man made a great point last night. Charles Barkley said, "Shaq, you're a great player, and you got swept in your first series. So this ain't gonna do nothing to Wemby, but this will be devastating if the Knicks lose."
Yeah. And what do you think about that, Henry?
Yeah, it would be devastating for the Knicks, but San Antonio is really a powerhouse. So I look at it like this. So right now, I know the Knicks were up 2-0, but if San Antonio pulled this series out, to me, they would just be a better team. But I did pick the Knicks to win. But San Antonio have the horses, have the team that can pull this series out. Because because what I'm saying is all the games that up to this point, before the Knicks made the finals, they were blowing everybody out.
They wasn't playing nobody.
But right, San Antonio is a different beast. It's a different animal. So the series could have easily been 3-0, but it's not. It's up 2-1. We'll see what happens. If it goes 2-2, it'd be real interesting because the Spurs can still win the series.
Yeah, I'm a Knick man. I'm a Knick man in my heart, but I'll tell you, as a fan, I still think San Antonio got the better squad.
They loaded, man.
If you look at man for man,
they're young.
San Antonio got the
they're
better.
Young though.
Yeah, but they're
young.
They feisty. See, they're not young and don't have no IQ for the game. They're young, smart, bullying. They're not playing like young guys. No.
You gotta go with your team. You go to Super Bowl and say my team ain't that good, they might not win. Come on.
No. It's facts, and then you
Come on.
I don't believe that's a fact though. I don't believe San Antonio more talented than us.
I do.
Oh no, they definitely are.
I do.
I think they got that's a matter of opinion. We can go off stats. We could go off stats. We could go off accolades. I've been watching Mikal Bridges his whole career. I've been watching OG Anunoby his whole career. They not no slouches. San Antonio don't have nobody on that level. They got Wemby, and then that's that.
Who you gonna pick, Bridges or Castle?
You said what?
Who would you on your team, Bridges or Castle?
At this point in their career, Bridges. Now, if you building around him in Castle because he's young and he got more of an upside, but Bridges, I can put Bridges on any player in this league and trust that he can shut him down. And Bridges can give me 30 when he wants.
Shut nobody down. Who is shut down? Who Bridges shut down?
You said what?
Bridges shut down?
Last year, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown.
Shit, we talking about now. Who Bridges shutting down?
This year, every game he got the best player on the other team.
And who he shutting down? He got them, and everybody scoring.
I mean, the stats ain't different, but you entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, who he shutting down?
Castle Wimbyana, which one he shut down last night?
Nobody can shut Wimbyana. I already said he on a whole nother level. I said outside of him.
I keep hearing people.
Who they got is better than Brunson?
I keep hearing people say that Bridges is a great defender, but I don't see him.
Yes.
He is. He's been his whole career.
I don't see him shutting nobody down. With the eye test for me, I don't see him shutting nobody down.
No, Bridges is a great two-way player. He's not better than Anunoby, but he's a great two-way player.
Yeah, who's also on the Knicks. Who's also the only player, who also the only one that's contributed that got NBA championship experience. He's been doing this.
Well,
No, Anunoby, good.
All I wanted to say is, your question was if the Knicks lose. If the Knicks lose, we're going to need 4 more boxes of tissue because there's going to be a lot of crying going on around here.
Nah.
The biggest game of this series is going to be tomorrow night. Okay, that's going to be the biggest game for the Knicks all year is going to be tomorrow night. Because if they lose tomorrow night and it's 2-2, go back to San. Don't give the San Antonio Spurs any confidence. Put the nail in the coffin. Keep your foot on their neck. Well, don't give this team any confidence whatsoever. That's what I got to say about the Knicks. Because
we don't need to advise you. The same one said we should have lost all 3 games. We good over here. They professionals. They already got all the confidence they need.
They better not lose tomorrow night. I don't have box tissue for you, right? I
don't do no crime. I'm used to losing. We ain't never won. I ain't never see us win.
Larry, if they lose that night, it's going to be a tough day. A lot of people are going to change their picks. They pick the Spurs. Even a lot of Knicks guys going to start realizing now that the Knicks going to be in trouble.
They wouldn't have did no more than they didn't do no more than what San Antonio did at home.
You'd expect the Knicks
exactly. It'd just be the best out of 3 series.
Right, that's right.
We're not talking about what we expected.
But you'd expect that.
Listen,
nobody expected that.
We're talking about what they did. Like they said, nobody won at home yet on their home court.
Okay.
Nobody going home tomorrow. It don't matter who win tomorrow.
So the Knicks can feel pretty good if they don't win tomorrow night. They feel pretty good going back to San Antonio because that's where they won 2 games at. They should be nervous coming back home because they didn't win at home. And don't forget the next 3 games is 1-1-1.
I agree. All
ain't no more 2. Ain't no more 2-2.
I got you in this. Right. I'm just saying. All I just said tomorrow night is going to be one of the biggest games for the Knicks. Tomorrow night, because
it's gonna be a big game for both. San Antonio want to go down 3-1,
I understand
and the
that.
Knicks don't want to lose at home.
Yeah, the Knicks want to. The Knicks don't, because now, like Larry said, the Spurs will take the home court advantage back from them.
Yeah, but it's not working for them.
They've been had it.
They've been had it.
No,
It's not working for
but
them.
the Knicks had the home court with 2 games.
If I'm San Antonio, I'm nervous at home. I lost both of my games at home. I'm nervous at home. I'd rather play in the Garden the next 5 games.
He got a point. He got a point.
I'll go with that one. I'll go with that. Then I'll go with that. Kevin, you got something to say, bro? I know you shake your
well,
head
what presence of Donald Trump had to do with the Knicks losing? I mean, because a lot of the city was shut down.
I can answer that. I can answer that.
You got it. All right, go ahead.
A lot of people couldn't even get into the game because the way they had it blocked off, people didn't know where to go. People was outside for hours trying to get in. And then all the crowd that we had in the street, none of them weren't allowed out there. We had thousands and thousands rocking from the outside because they couldn't afford to get in, but they were still bringing their energy. They shut down the streets at 4 p.m. yesterday.
Okay, Larry, before you say, let me respond to that. The Spurs took the crowd out the game from the beginning. The crowd never had nothing. Russell was trying to get the crowd in the game.
The Knicks was winning at halftime.
Hold on, Larry. The Spurs took the crowd out the game when they started because the Spurs are winning most of the game, and the crowd could never really get that energy like they wanted because the Knicks were losing most of the game. It is true.
You watched the game?
I watched the whole game.
You watched the game?
I watched the whole
So
game.
I just heard him say that they've never seen the Garden that loud last night.
I
heard that too. I heard that too.
They said they've never seen the Garden that loud last night.
They was going back and forth. You talking like it was a blowout, like they were just beating us and we couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Up by 10 or 15, they allowed it. You would have really saw the guard go crazy.
Okay.
Man, I was surprised to see Robert Kraft at the game.
Everybody was there. Peter was there. Everybody was there.
For the impact that Trump bought.
Nah, correct that. Everybody with money was there. Everybody wasn't there. Everybody with money was there.
Right. Yeah, everybody with money was there, man. You right.
The real fans though that couldn't afford to get in, that normally was outside, wasn't allowed to be there.
They had a watch party in every borough.
I was like the owner of the Patriots at the game. He was at the game.
Yeah. It made a big difference that those fans outside couldn't be in those bars like they wanted to, couldn't be partying like they wanted to. It made a big difference to the atmosphere there. So the outside atmosphere was totally wiped out thanks to Trump. I mean, he had them stand about 10 blocks away trying to watch the game. It would have been much better, I think, if Trump didn't show up and let those people make their money.
Yeah, I agree on that side of the coin. But
Yeah, a lot of the businesses didn't make any money last night.
I agree on that side of it. People where the people position that and everything. But the actual play, I don't think he had no effect on the play on the court.
No.
But
I believe in negative energy. Even beforehand, that's the first question they was asking all the Knicks players, and they was trying to avoid it and not talk about it.
I'd like to know.
I believe in negative energy and that spreads. I believe in them evil spirits and they will jump in you. We don't need his energy nowhere around that garden. None.
That the crowd was energetic. Which one? Was it energetic or it was negative?
Yeah, they was energetic, booing them.
Outside crowd too. That really be.
The outside crowd not inside though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that outside crowd be so big, they hear them inside.
Yeah, but once they start playing, you think they was worried about whether Trump was in the building or not?
No.
Once they start playing, like I said, I agree with y'all when you say that where they had people that moved them from out of the outside screen and 3 or 4 blocks away or whatever. But I'm talking about the players on the court.
Right.
Once they ain't worried about who in the building.
I agree with that.
The first thing a home team, away team want to do, well, I don't care if it's football, whatever it is, when they go into your place, they want to take the crowd out the game. And how you do that, Larry? By jumping on that team and you take the lead and make that team play from trying to come back.
Yeah, but Jerry, don't forget, they came back early. They came back early and tied it up.
They came back early at halftime.
We came back early and took the lead.
Yeah, took the lead. Went to halftime with the lead.
I was watching.
That's why I'm asking, did y'all watch the game?
That guy was rocking, man.
We had the lead at halftime. You said we was never up.
I watched many games in my day. The
You
Spurs.
said we ain't talking about in your day. We talking about last night. You said we was never up. Look at the halftime score. Look at the halftime score.
That wasn't the same crowd that was there when they.
Now you change the subject.
Maybe Cleveland, maybe Philly in the Garden.
Yeah, let me explain why
the Knicks up by 20, 25 points. The crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, but let me.
That was the same crowd because that crowd there couldn't afford to get in there.
Exactly.
That crowd that was Philly couldn't afford to get in that game.
Billionaires don't scream the same way how we scream for our team.
Had Jay-Z and everybody. That crowd wasn't getting in there.
They too cool to scream. They too cool to scream. They too cool to scream. They too rich.
But I did hear that floor seat was $1 million. Right. For floor seat. So you know that other crowd couldn't get in.
There was I forgot, it was a couple of thousand. It was probably up in the rafters. They couldn't get in that game, man.
One more $300 ticket.
No 300. No.
No.
Nah, they auctioned up one of the tickets for Celebrity Row. Somebody paid $1 million for it.
Right. It was definitely a different crowd.
Yeah, different crowd.
They had all the rich folks in there. Wasn't none of the age.
But you know what, Jerry and everybody? The Knicks have trailed in the first quarter every game, all 3 games.
Right.
Okay.
All 3 games they've trailed first quarter.
No, San Antonio was just desperate, man. I'll say that they were just.
Oh yeah, because if they lost, we ain't even got to have the show. I mean, because they ain't beating them 4 in a row. So you know what I mean. So they was playing for their life.
They did what
Yeah,
they
they're playing for their life.
Yeah.
Bats in, butcher knives, everything.
Well, that's
Everything.
my first show. It's going to be a great show. When they play Wednesday, they play again Friday, right?
They play Wednesday and Saturday.
Saturday.
Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So Friday night show is going to be a great show. Friday, because we'll see what happens. Either it's going to be up 3-1 or it's going to be 2-2. So
Right.
all depends on how the game go. That's how the show going to go. Because if Knicks up 3-1, we know it's a wrap.
I'm enjoying it though.
If it's 2-2, then it's going to be even.
Yeah, Bruce. That's why I was glad they won. I didn't want to see it be over. But I'm telling you, man, you got to give Cat credit, because even though he didn't score a lot of points, he played Wemby really good. From even the outside, he blocked the shot. He stripped the ball from him. He's playing very good.
He got Wemby fading on them shots too.
And
Yeah,
every Knicks fan wanted a sweep. They don't want to.
Yeah, as a Knicks fan, we definitely want a sweep. But as a basketball fan, we want to see.
Basketball fan, I wanted to see him keep playing, man. Yeah.
Basketball, I still want sweep.
Okay, but see
I can understand you, Larry. I know. I understand. I understand that. But
It's been a
we don't
long
have
time
no. I
coming.
don't
I'm
have no
trying to get it over
fight.
fast
I
as
want to see
possible.
some more games. My team at home, so I just want to see some more games.
Guys, you don't want to sweep because you don't want nobody like Jalen Brunson or Wemby get hurt in the game 4 and the game 5. You know, because Jalen Brunson got hurt game 1, and it was a scare in game 1, but with his knee. Yeah. You don't want no game 5, and the guy get hurt in game 5. The way what the guy got hurt? Was Kawhi Leonard or somebody got? Or Kevin Durant got hurt? You know, you don't want that. You don't want nobody get hurt.
Kevin Durant got hurt against the Raptors.
Right. You don't want nobody to get hurt. So you want to close the series out as soon as you can.
Oh yeah, no doubt. For a fan though, because even though the Knicks got the lead, they've been all good games. No blowouts. You know, every game has come down to the end. Every game has come down to the last, 3-4 minutes. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to see good games. I don't want to see that Cleveland stuff.
Like Donald was saying earlier, they've been physical every game, but it's a difference when you be physical and lose. You know what I mean? If they be physical and you win, ain't nobody got nothing to say. But if you get physical, you look for every game to say, well, look, man, the ref won't call it. But if they'd have won that game, like you said, we wouldn't even be happy to come.
Look, I'll be 3-0, and the Spurs be crying then. They'll be crying. But it's all good. Minister Andy, close out the prayer tonight, bro. 7:08. I'm not keeping you guys all night.
All right. Does anybody got anything to say before we close out? Everybody good?
No, good show.
Hallelujah.
I want you to during your prayer, can you say a friend for my friend Mitch and his family? He was murdered earlier this week.
Okay.
His children. So they going through it right now.
We will definitely do that.
Say his name again.
Mitch.
Mitchell.
Yep.
Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hallelujah. Adonai Yahweh, the great I am, the great eternal God. We give you praise. We give you glory, Lord, because you alone are worthy. You are the true and living God. We give you glory, we give you honor, and we give you praise. And as we approach that throne of grace, Lord, Father, Larry Jr. mentioned a brother named Mitchell. Mitchell, that's his name, Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Lord, we know, hallelujah, that we're in the last days, Lord, and we pray, Lord, that souls, Lord, would accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. And Lord, we pray for his family that you would comfort them and strengthen them during this time, Lord, as only you can with your loving kindness and your tender mercy. And Father, we pray, Lord, that you would bless all the listeners that are listening tonight, Lord. And we thank you for your love, your grace, your mercy, and bless every household that is represented here tonight, God. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
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 All right, brothers.
Night,
All right,
gentlemen.
God bless.
All right, God bless.